This is Lola Lee T.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Blueface was on stream answering some questions. He continues to speak on his baby mamas. He reacted to Jaidyn Alexis and his groupie BB meeting up to do a stream. For them to come together like this, doing a stream, does give bothered because who are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about Nevaeh, right? And why give him their energy? And I do think Nevaeh is miserable, though. I think all of them are miserable. As for Nevaeh, the cornstarch eating is a big indication. Just look it up.
How do you feel about Whoop-De-Woom and Whoop-De-Woom possibly doing a stream? I feel like it furthers my point, and it's all about getting under Nevaeh's skin, which lets me know that I'm doing something right. Sure, when two link up to talk about one, come on. Who's really winning? Who's really winning, chat? Shout out to Teddy Bear. You feel me, chat? I mean, they not sleeping good at night. It's not a competition. Then what's the point? I didn't skip yours, Tub. Shout out to you, good queen. I see you. No, Nevaeh is not miserable, chat. They're miserable. You gotta think about the thought process that goes into two people who live in different states linking up to get content. We already know what they're gonna talk about. That takes some real misery right there. You know, misery loves company. That's two miserable people linking up to talk about the person who's not that miserable. You know, two miserable linking up. Hey, y'all stupid chat. Yeah, so silly. Shout out to Miss Trap Queen Lopez. Shout out to Boomies 215.
And I mentioned this weeks ago, I think that he's going to do what some men do when they are not getting along with the mothers of their babies. They distance themselves, they disown them, and they focus solely on their new family, the new family they live with. And don't be surprised if he starts questioning paternity. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I hope he doesn't. Because things are going to get ugly, I think, between him and Jaidyn. So listen to what he is saying right here in this clip.
Boomies. Yeah, she's going out real sad. What I don't get is why you would risk the relationship for some that's not even claiming you, you know? Shout out to Quay Baby. Shout out to Jay for the sub. That's what she lost me at. Almost as if you would do something to me behind another dude, you know? Once I feel like females is on that type of time chat, I'm just, you feel me? I'm just stay away from you. I got a pencil. They can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. Shout out to Creole _ baby. They can't get enough of it, chat. Hey, shout out to Ghetto. Essence 95 for the sub. Like I told y'all earlier, chat, that's all they just doing is promoting dick. That's all they doing. Promoting. So every time I see the clips, promoting dick. That's all they know how to do. How many girls are in the chat right now? Promoters. That's a good one. Promoters. Literally. Yeah, Blue was right. I know. Yeah, I knew I was right. Stop playing with me. Y'all didn't have to see this unfold to know I was right. We seen the last try this. God damn, that's what I don't get with these. Like, you got so many examples in front of you of how it's gonna play out when you do it this way. I mean, you still think they could go down that route and it's gonna turn out different for him. Tell me. The VV mama for this. That's why I like Nevaeh. Shout out to A Boogie. That's why I like Nevaeh, chat, because she might be. We ain't gonna lie. She be acting like a dumbass sometimes, but at least she's a dumbass for one smart. Feel me? These others, they a dumbass for 10 dumbass. You know, like it's just you gotta start thinking logical with this. Feel me? If you a dumb for one, okay, you love that. That's your man. That's your boyfriend. You feel me? But if you a dumb for every that pulls it out for you, you just it's not gonna end well for you. Feel me? You're gonna be looking like these chasing after the same, talking about the same all year. It's 10 days later, and you still talking about Mike. Something's wrong. You just wasted 10 days. You could have just stayed here. You could have just stayed on Mike. Feel me? That's what I think. I don't know. That's just my thought process. Let one play with you, or let 10 play with you. I'm gonna go with one and try to figure out. Feel me? How to play back or do something. But I'm not gonna let 10 play with me. Now that's a lot of screw crap. And I'm talking about all these chat, all of them. They all come back around to me. They all come back to me.
But are they really coming back, or is Blueface pursuing, his sides? I wish he would just tell the full story, because who knows what he's telling these ladies. And yes, they are dumb for listening to him and trying to link back up with him, because I'm sure that when he's messaging them and when he's with them, he's a completely different person. We saw that this weekend when he was with Chrisean, all up on her. Now he's referring to her as that lady. Very strange. And, like I say that the ladies are dumb because he does this over and over and over again. And they're always looking for a different result. And they think it's going to be different. And it never is. And every time Chrisean goes back to Blueface, she chooses him over God and her son. And I say that because she herself has called him a demon and evil.
Every guy ever left came back. I see you do it. I see you do it. Do it. Came back. Now I'm looking at this stupid like you should have just stayed here. What the? Feel me? Like, you did all this just to be on mic still. You should have just stupid. Stupid. You know what it be though? It's y'all chat. It is really y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Cause y'all be his head up. Got them thinking they could fly. Thinking they can go off and be happy without 101 Dalmatian. But chat, y'all can only get these so far. You feel me? I can only get these so far. And I'm not just talking about one. I'm talking about every last one of them. Every you seen me with since I got out of prison, it's on mic right now. But I ain't finna around like that though. I can't around like that because they're on every filming for 5 minutes. Nevaeh is a keeper. See, now y'all get it. Now you guys are getting it. Now you guys are getting it. Alright, maybe I should. I just gotta let time do its thing, I guess. Because as time goes on, that's when y'all start to realize Blue has been right this whole entire time. Even when it sucked 10, and ain't none of them did a quarter of what Blue did for you. So why are you popping it about this? He ain't this for you. Meanwhile, this one, damn it.
And of course, Blueface had to do a poll. Is this the man that want to run away to an island with Chrisean? And he is out here calling her dumb. And I think she loves him, but he doesn't know what love is. But in this clip, he shows how hurt he is by Jaidyn. He's very disappointed by her actions. And there will be hell to pay. Y'all are going to see, okay? He was laughing when he was first introduced the tape. He was laughing, but he was very hurt by that tape that Bravo allegedly sent him. He was very hurt. And we can still see that he's still hurt because he feels like, he can cheat, but the women in his life cannot cheat.
I just don't get it. Hey, Chad, let's try something. Shout out to Blue Eye Virgo. Let's try something. Who do y'all think the dumbest one was, though? Let's see if y'all really smart in this chat. Who was the dumbest in this whole entire circus right now? Let's really take a poll. Hey, can you put that poll in the Who the dumbest in the circus right now?
So you know how to do it? Or do it?
Shout out to Urshila1 for the sub.
Do it from the computer.
And if you saying Nevaeh, you must not be you must not be online. You must ain't opened your Instagram apps or anything yet. If you think Nevaeh is the dumbest one, because all these want to be where Nevaeh is at. All these are jealous of Nevaeh. So if she's the dumbest one, you are dumb. Because it's getting to the point where all these is teaming up just to target the, like, you feel me? All these teaming up and want to get online, tell her how dumb she is and how she's salty she should be. She gets treated like this. You online making videos about this. You're infatuated with this. Literally. You sitting on here talking about it all day, but you're... Who's the dumbest in the circuit? If I had to pick, I would say probably the one that's making the least amount of revenue from being a part of the circus involuntarily. Shout out to Blue Eye Virgo. Jaidyn has the least to show for all the she has taken. Damn, Chad. All right, that's... Hey, when you ain't wrong, you right. You ain't wrong. Shout out to Banshee Nola. Shout out to Beauty Girl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Jaidyn. Jaidyn's for sure the dumb in the entire circus. Only reason I say her is because she got 2 kids on the line, so she want to play with her 2 kids for that does nothing for her, and still proceed to go online and get drunk and talk about your baby dad on live stream all night. That's for sure the dumbest in the circus. Shout out to Low 2700. Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. And you got video footage out there you like that, and that you trying to do it up with, not even claiming you. Jaidyn's for sure the let's give it up for her. Jaidyn's officially the dumbest in the circus. She risked her kids' relationship with their father, compromised the safety, the security and comfortability that she had in her hands for some that ain't doing nothing for her. And she's on live every day, drunk, talking about her baby dad and his... For sure has to be the dumbest. Put it all on the line for some...
So let's have a look at Jaidyn Alexis' stories before we listen to Blueface respond to her.
Chat. I'm sitting here watching clips back. He's like, your shit wasn't everything good. They're still together. You're... And another thing. Can y'all please stop getting on this internet and saying and going on Kai's stuff and like trying to make it seem like he's trying to do something to me or anything. Like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. It's like so embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed. Like, can you please, guys? Like, I promise y'all, if y'all already know, if I had a problem, I'll address it. But please, I'm so you know what?
She was going off because he didn't pay no money towards Journey's birthday party, and she said he no pay, he no invited.
I used to be a cool baby mama. I used to be a cool baby mom, but I'm not anymore. I'm not. I'm not the baby mama you show up on. Don't surprise me with nothing. I don't want to hear. If you don't like how I get down, don't show up. Because I promise you, it'll be hell to pay. I really love how people try to paint me out to be the bad guy. And that's fine. I do it then. I be the bad guy. But what I do now, you no pay, you no enter. You don't pay no party fee? Oh, baby, you can't come. There is armed security at this. Blah, blah. Yeah, show up at this party, see what happened. They're instructed to lay.
So she talked about consequences. Carlissa responded to her. Let me just read to you guys what Carlissa said. She said, I'm going to ask one time and one time only. Please don't ever threaten to have no security out my son down because I will destroy America about mine. This is the one and only time I'm going to ask Jaidyn. I don't care nothing about what y'all got going on, but I wouldn't come your funeral talking like that. Don't ever get that comfortable, please and thank you. So Carlissa has issued a warning to Jaidyn. And Jaidyn responded to Carlissa and then she deleted this. Okay, it's deleted. She says, there will be armed security at this party. If you don't like it, don't come to Journey Pie birthday party then. So Carlissa, you have been told, okay? You got to pick a side, Carlissa. You got to pick a side. So Carlissa is saying here, I guess I'll have to pass then. And she's talking about the party. And then Jaidyn Alexis says, if he paid his half, he could come, but that's fine. 2 4 head count, question mark. Carlissa also responded to a blog post. She says here, I may have to go my separate ways because what we ain't about to do is ever lay my son down. Ma'am, is you cool? So Carlissa is feeling that Jaidyn threatened her son. She also says here, the cell you build for someone else will be the cell you live in. Let that sink in. So like I said to y'all a few days ago, things are not good between Carlissa and Jaidyn. I noticed it when Carlissa befriended Rila. You know, Jaidyn's snarky comments about Rila. You know, she said a lot of stuff during the stream. She does not like Rila. And, you know, Rila has said in her streams that she wants their kids to get to know each other. And Jaidyn is not having it. She wants nothing to do with Rila or her baby. So Carlissa is going to stand by her son every single time, guys. And Blueface had a message for Jaidyn that he cannot be controlled and she has to bring the kids to his house on his terms, is what I'm hearing here. And otherwise, he will not be seeing them. So his focus right now is solely on his new family with Nevaeh and his bonus son. You know, his focus is on his baby on the way. And everything right now, other than that, everything else is on the back burner, it seems.
Anything I'm finna go to any birthday party and you talking crazy about how much you gonna have security and all this. I was never going. I don't even know when it is. I had never had any intentions on going to that party. So you're gonna waste your money and waste your breath going online saying what you're gonna do. But hey, yeah, it's very sad that she's treating her daughter's party like it's her party. It's very sad. Her daughter's birthday is her birthday, and she's making the guest list. And the dad is not allowed to come because he didn't pay for it. Oh my god, that's the dumbest bitch. Shout out to Nevaeh, the 304 for the sub. Shout out to Cali Breed for the sub. Chat. Let me tell y'all one thing about me, chat. Shout out to Amber. You can't control me with no kid. Screw crap. I'm not going like that. You can't control me with no kids. You can't control my environment. You can't control where I'm going. If I'm coming, if I'm not coming. I don't operate like that. I'm not a controllable type of person. So until Jaidyn lets my children walk through this door and be a part of what I got going on here, it'll be what it is. I'm not finna. I got a kid on the way. I'm not finna put myself in a weird, risky situation because you want to control the situation and the people there. And now you already set up. Now I need to feel safe in my own environment. And I'm not going to situations to please you. Shout out to AU with that 5 gifted. Make sure you put your Instagram in the chat. Chat, I keep saying no Blueface, no clout. Pretty much. That's why I say it's y'all for. Y'all be having these heads up like, girl, you could do it without him. You don't need him. Now, why the would you even think something like that? Like, these literally taking themselves from main society. And then they mad when they decide. Like, chat, I'm gonna have a main. That's one thing I'm gonna have. So, I gotta tell my, want to be them hotel, or you want to be in the house waiting for me? Pick one. School crib. Your kids need you. I know. That's why I'm here. We're waiting to push the baby out. Little JR needs me. I gotta be here to see him come out. I gotta cut the umbilical cord. You know. Why y'all think I moved to VN? Because my baby needs me, chat. My son needs me. Hey, Marina. It wasn't even my idea, you dumb. My idea was to name the baby Solar. GTA. Hey, they in this whole hurt for real, chat. I swear I want to be in control of something. I can't control no. And I don't want to control no. That's the biggest misconception about this. He wants control. Chat. You think I ever had control over these? Half this to happen would be happening. I ain't never had control over not one. So that's definitely not something I want. That's not something I thrive off of when I'm dealing with these women. When I deal with a female, I just want security. That's it. That's all I want is security. Chat, y'all know what security means? Do you guys know what I mean by that? When I say I want security, I just want to feel secure, safe. That's it. So if I feel like that with a female, I ain't gonna never tell her to leave. Set. And then yeah, I want loyalty too, but for me personally, loyalty is not based off you cheating or not. It's based off of how you react when you're caught cheating. Are you gonna tell me the truth? That's where my loyalty lies. Feel me? If I catch it alright, now tell me everything I want to know. If you don't, I feel like you're not loyal to me. You feel me? You withholding information. Just know everything clearly, you know. So don't get it twisted. Nobody's perfect. He's just gonna suck at her too eventually. So that loyalty should come in when the lie. Yeah, honesty. Yeah. I want to feel safe with the shit. I want to feel secure, safe, with honesty. Of course, I don't want her, but if she does, I would hope that she would give me the play-by-play so I can work on her not saying another, you know? Because he's just sneaky and conniving. If Buddy would have never sent that video to me, we would have never knew she would have just kept playing it cool, you feel me? Chat, all these just sneaky. You ever see a cat use the bathroom? No, he's sneaky. But when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, better, feel me? Better make me feel secure. All these are sneaky though, you feel me? Shout out to Gary 2 times for the Solar and Superior sounds better. Yeah, that does sound better, but that's not my, you know, that's not my biological son. Why would we name my biological son a name to sound better with another kid name? Like, and like I said, that wasn't even my idea. She wanted to name the kid Sola. And I was like, yeah, Sola. I think Solar sounds better. She's like, yeah, Solar. Okay, cool. The baby named Solar. We went to the doctor's office. She said, oh, maybe the next one we'll name him Jonathan Jr. All right, if that's a thought in your head, the traditional way is to name the first son Jonathan Jr. This will be our first son, technically, so that will make the most sense. That's how the name change came about. The fuck? Johns Jr. So, yeah, she turned out to be a different person than what you thought. I ain't surprised, chat. Y'all gotta pay attention to what these females are into, chat. I mean, the people they hang around, people that they with, they friends. That's what I pay attention to. So, I'm not surprised by any of this, to be honest. Hey, Kiki423, appreciate the sub. I turned her into a different person.
And after hearing all that, do you all think he linked up with Chrisean in Miami to get back at Jaidyn Alexis?
Yeah, these women do they self dirty. I don't do nothing too. Like, what? So that's I don't get how y'all be blaming people's decisions on me. Narcissist. You want me to take it? You always talk about accountability. You take some. You want me to take accountability for someone else? That's not how accountability works. What the? How I'm gonna take accountability for someone else's decisions? Shout out to LVR for this.
All right, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, after hearing all this, do you all think that Blueface linked up with Chrisean in Miami to get back at Jaidyn? He seems more bitter with Jaidyn than he is with Chrisean. He is really, really bitter. Okay, he's really bitter. And now the children are involved. He said he wasn't even going to be going to Journey's party. That's really, really sad. I think that what is going on is really, really sad because his problem is with Jaidyn, not with his kids, but now they're involved in it because they don't get to see their dad because the parents are not getting along. And now Carlissa should be holding her son accountable, and she's not, as usual. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.